Hi, I'm Shivani, your English coach. In my last video, I gave you an overview of all the tenses. Today, I'll explain the simple present tense in detail. What are tenses? Well, tenses are verbs that indicate the time of action. So, when and how do we use simple present tense or present indefinite tense? It is used to express something that happens quite regularly or is a kind of habit. For example, my mother gets up at 5 a.m. in the morning. The verb gets expresses simple present tense. Here it shows repeated or regular action. Now look at another sentence. My friends play football every evening. Here the verb play expresses habit and is in the simple present tense. Simple present tense is also used to express universal truth or facts. For example, the earth revolves round the sun, or sugar tastes sweet. In these sentences, the verbs revolves and tastes express simple present tense. This tense is also used in proverbs and sayings because they always hold good or they are true. For example, barking dogs seldom bite, or a stitch in time saves 9. So the verbs bite and saves express simple present tense. Remember, the verbs used in the simple present tense are always in the base form or the root form or V1 form of the verb. Look at these examples. I work, you work, we work, they work, he works, she works, it works. So the thing to remember is with the subjects I and you or any other plural subject, the verb is always in its root or base form and letter S is never added to it. That's what you have to remember. Letter S is never added to it. However, please remember, with a singular subject such as he, she, it, etc., the letter S is added to the verb. So please remember this. For example, Ela loves her younger sister very much. She never fights with her. In the first sentence, we are talking about the girl named Ela. So Ela is the subject. It's singular and in the third person. So the verb used is love plus S. That is loves. In the second sentence, the subject is she, which is again singular and in the third person. Therefore, an S is used with the verb fight. So it becomes fights. Now let's take some negative sentences. How to do that? Well, for that we'll require the helping verb or auxiliary verbs do or does. For example, I do not work, and you have to add not with it, the negative word. For example, I do not work or I don't work. You do not work or you don't work. We do not work or we don't work. They do not work or they don't work. He, she, it does not work or doesn't work. Here the verb work remains the same. The letter S is not added anymore. However, in case of singular subjects, in the third person, such as he, she, it, or anybody's name, the helping verb does plus not is added. We have added es with the verb do. It has become does. The short form of do not is don't, whereas the contraction for does not is doesn't. The letter O from the word not is removed and simply an apostrophe is used in its place. Now let's see how questions can be formed. Well, we can simply interchange the subject and the helping verb or auxiliary verb do or does and put a question mark at the end of the sentence. For example, do I work? Do you work? Do we work? Do they work? Does he, she, or it work? We can also form questions by using the question words. Now, what are the question words? They are the WH words, such as when, why, where, what, and how. For example, when do you work? Where does he work? Etc. Now let's check the present tense of be form of verbs. They are am, is, and are. In simple present tense, they are used as the main verbs. Am is used with the subject I, are is used with the subject you and any plural subject, whereas is used with a singular subject. Let's look at the examples. I am, you are, they are, we are, and he, she, it is. What about interrogatives? They are am I, are you, are they, are we, is he, she, or it. Now let's find out the use of have and has in simple present tense. Use of have and has in simple present tense. Have and has are used as the main verbs in sentences and are used to show possession or ownership. Here are some examples. I have a big house. You have a big house. They or we have a big house. He or she has a big house. Did you notice the verb have is used with the subjects I, you, and any plural noun, whereas has is used with a singular subject like he, she, it, etc. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. Hope you found it useful. Please share it with your friends. Give it a thumbs up. Send your comments. Let me know how you found this video. Please subscribe in case you haven't done it yet. And click the bell icon to remain connected. Take care. Stay safe and healthy. Bye.